Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here, and welcome back to Let's Play Quest for Glory 3 Wages of War. And we left off, we've agreed to meet the thief that was declared honourless when we first arrived in Tarna, here in the market tonight. Unfortunately, it's still very early in the day, on day 28, so we're going to have to kill some time, and the best way to do that is just to wait. We'll wait for 60 minutes, standing perfectly still in the middle of the market. And we're too impatient to rest right now, but if we run over to here, away from the market, we can rest a little bit more. That's 60 more minutes. And we're too impatient to rest, but if we go back here, do a bit more running, have a chat with you. Where's the exact spot to get a chat? Is it... There we go. Hey you! I could sell you a tape drive from a Banana PC Junior. A gentleman like yourself could certainly use one of those. We really couldn't use one of those. The only purpose it would have is wasting our money. So, we shall rest again. And again. And no more resting for now, but it's already midday. As long as you have a little bit of stamina missing, you can rest. I imagine that guard over there is watching us loiter, and is wondering whether he should intercede, but then remembers that A, he has a duty to guard that door, and B, that we're an honoured guest here in Tarna, as well as a Prince of Shapir. That princehood, by the way, puts us in line to the throne of Shapir, but if the Sultan were to have a son, we would then be pushed back in line of succession and would no longer be eligible to ascend to that throne. Something to keep in mind, just in case we're given the opportunity in a later game to get a kingdom of our own. You know, just a thought. Let's rest a little more. We're too impatient to rest right now, but it's close to night. This, talking to the thief, is how we are going to lower our honor, and it is by far the silliest method to change our stats in the entire game. Yes, even sillier than constantly spamming conversations and bartering with merchants. Now, is it night? It is almost night. It should be night. Yes, it's night now, which means that we can wait for it to get dark, and then go to the next screen, where we will find the thief. It doesn't look like he's having a great time in Tarna. Not in the slightest. And we're possibly one of the few people in the city willing to talk to him. That's just what heroes do. He's hoping that we will help him. And rest assured we will help him. But not before he has helped us. So let us save the game. And go and meet up with a future friend. I wonder if he watched us run around here for hours and hours on end. And here he is. You came. You don't know how glad I am to see you. Just to have someone to talk to. You have no idea how terrible it is to be without honor in Tarna. Excuse me, I think I just forgot something. Wait, no! Come back, hero! Come back! The act of leaving the screen just cost us some honor. Our honor has gone down. And we can walk back here. Oh, you came back! I'm so glad. I just wanted someone to talk to. Wait, no! Where are you going? Please stay! And leaving costs us more honor. You lose 4 honor every time you leave the screen without helping him. And this is absolutely absurd, but it is by far the most reliable method of tanking your honor. And we intend to completely tank our honor. I imagine he's watching us constantly turn up and leave and wondering if we're tormenting him. But no! We're just trying to shed all of our honor. For honor is one of the most important things for tracking whether we're going to become a paladin. lower our honor, the better. We can get honor later. Quest for Glory 4, I'm sure, will give us plenty of opportunities to get honor. Please, please, hero, don't leave. I need your help. I really need your help. I've no idea what you're planning, but please, hero, don't make me beg. I think you actually can make him beg if you talk to him and he asks you for stuff and then you just leave. But we're not giving him that opportunity. We're just constantly going from one screen to another. And he doesn't react. And we lose honor. Is it because he's telling people of what we did? You can't be telling anybody around, there's nobody here. Is it that guard watching us? I don't know, but we're down to 112 honor. We could run to and from this screen, and that would be a little bit faster. And we go back. And this is the method. I had someone do research ahead of time on this Let's Play, and this is the method they came up with for lowering honor. The game tries its hardest to give you some honor, but as long as we don't have all the honor we started this game with, we shouldn't accumulate enough that we need to worry about becoming a paladin. But this is by far one of the most gamey ways of losing a stat I've ever seen. This was absolutely not planned. This is something that people have discovered rather than a guide going, hey, if you want to lose your honor, constantly walk away from a thief. No official strategy guide would mention this. They'd probably mention, oh, if you leave him, you will lose honor, but it wouldn't have said, this can be repeated indefinitely. Because we're now at 89 honor. I wonder if people start reacting to us as if we have no honor if we have 0. It's not likely. We're a hero after all. 2 times hero, and a prince. That has a kind of honor all its own. And every time we come back to this screen, he remarks that he's so happy that we turned up. He's so happy. And how much time has passed? Not very much. Not very much at all. Time is passing. But not quickly. We should be able to do all this in one night. And we should be able to go to the Welcome Inn and have something special happen. Because that event in the Welcome Inn is not a one-time thing. You have many opportunities to have it happen. And I do believe it will happen tonight. We don't often come to the Welcome Inn at night. And our honor continues to tumble. I can imagine what happens in the morning when all of the merchants start muttering about Derek. Did you hear? Hear what? Derek just walked to and from the marketplace constantly in front of the honourless one. Is it some kind of dance? I don't know. What I do know is that no person with honor would do that. It's despicable. And I thought he was a good person. But no, he's just a nobody with a fancy title. And thus we continue to destroy what we fought so hard to get in Quest for Glory 2. If I'd have known that getting honor would make me have to do this in Quest for Glory 3, I'd have been a little bit more wary about stacking it up in the second game. But doing so showed off quite a lot of neat things. And I'm not sad about showing off those things. And in a way, me doing this here in Quest for Glory 3 is showing off a completely different kind of things. The lengths you have to go as a fighter to not become a paladin, because the game really pushes for it. It really tries hard to make you a paladin, but only fighters. In the second game, anyone can become a paladin. But in this game, it's only open to fighters. That said, you could also have just imported your character and said, hey, they're a fighter, but we all know I'm not going to do that. Derek's only magic is sword. His only magic is sword. Right, what's our honor now? It has plummeted to 26. 26. We only need to do this a couple of times, and then we will have 0. Fighting enemies will give me a tiny amount of honor, though, when we're at such a low stat. Single digits, I think. Up to a threshold. The game wants you to have at least a modicum of it. And there'll be other events that will give us honor that I won't be able to avoid. But I can always come back to the thief to lower my honor again. I can always do that. Honor is now at 14, and it's not even the middle of the night. We make great time. The cat is here to see how our honourless run is going. Do not worry, Velma. We are destroying Derek's honor. Soon, no one will even say his name. They'll just tut disappointedly. The scratching post is being used. And now, content, Velma leaves. Our honor is now at 7. If we do this twice more, our honor will go to 0. We will get some honor very shortly after, though. So, we'll do this. And then one more time, and then we'll actually chat with you. We'll actually have a chat. Will you please just talk to me, Derek? Please. I'm so hungry. I'm so lonely. Why do you torment me, Derek? Our honor is now... Oh, it's at 5. Is it going to go below 5? No, it's going to stay at 5. Like I said, the game tries its best to give you at least a tiny amount of it. So, our honor is as low as it will go. 5. Now, let us have a chat with the honourless one. This honourless one does not look healthy or happy right now. Let us have a chat. You gotta help me. He's begging. Let us talk to him. Without honor. Big deal, I thought. What kind of punishment is losing honor? I never had much to do with honor anyway. Now I know what they mean when they say without honor. It means no one can talk to me. It means no one even looks at me. It's as if I was dead or something. You're breaking some sort of law just listening to me. I've got no place to stay except in the tents of the bazaar at night. I got no use for money. I can't buy anything. I can't even get away because no caravans are coming because of the war rumors. Oh dear. Let's talk about thief. Look, call me Harami, please. I stopped here with the last caravan, thinking to pick up a few things here and there and go on my way. How was I supposed to know there was going to be no more caravans coming here? Okay, no big deal. I can make a living for a while. Next thing I know is I'm caught and they bring up all kinds of things they say I stole. How did they know? If I knew they saw me, I wouldn't have stolen in the first place. Oh dear. Let's talk about Tarna. Man, I just want to get as far from here as I can. What about rumors? I hear the merchants talking about war all the time. If you don't do something about peace, I'll never get out of here. What do you need? I don't know what to do. I'm starving. The only food I get is some meat that dog guy leaves behind at night. Jeez, it's a good thing it's still warm at night, or I'd freeze to death. I heard you was trying to stop this war. Well, I'm not much for politics, but go for it. Stop this war, and then the caravans will come back again. Then maybe I can get away to some place where they only cut off your hand if they catch you stealing. I'd rather you change your ways. But I don't think you will. Now, if we were to leave, he would likely be incredibly upset. So let's save, and show off what happens if we do that. Hey, wait! Don't just go! You can't do that to me! Help me! Does this cost me honor? No, it stays at 5. So if we leave and then come back, what does he say? We're back! Nothing different. Okay, let us load our game and not leave him here. He said he had no use for money, but you know what he does have use for? Food. Let us give him some of our fruit. Would you like this? Thanks, pal. This should, I think, have given us, 3 points of honor. Now, if we talk to him, we could say hello. You greet the thief. You don't know how good it is to hear someone say that to me. Nothing we can say there. Can we talk? We talk about honor. We can't mention anything about Rakesh. He said that he has no use for money. We could try and offer him some money. It's not like me to refuse easy money, but I got no use for it. No one will let me buy anything anyway. That gives you honor. We don't want that honor. Extra honor, not good for us. Thanks, pal. I think we're going to have to talk to Rakesh at some point to get a conversation topic with him. I'll see you sometime soon, Harami. Take care of yourself. If you're wondering, Harami is one of the people that was referred to in the vision we got, the Temple of Sekhmet. We have to get Harami on side if we're to have any hope of defeating the inevitable darkness. Speaking of darkness, we're going to have a pretty grim conversation next time in the Welcome Inn. There's somebody that we can speak to that has seen things that are truly terrible. And we need their insight to provide us with a morsel of a clue as to what's coming. But that'll be for next time. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not. And if you are subscribed, press that bell for those notifications. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.